In this video, we're going to talk to David about his disability. So what are some of the ways your disability affects you? So I have no balance. I'm a full-time wheelchair user. I struggle with everyday activities, and my four limbs are all affected. So what sort of things do you struggle with because of your disability? I struggle with anything really physical, so like picking up stuff. Like I've got to pick up a stick, but if I didn't have a pick up stick, then it would be really difficult for me to pick up stuff specifically on the floor. So things like a pickup stick, which I did do a video on a pickup stick, and some of the stuff that you can pick up with a pickup stick. I'll link that down below. I'll also link a pickup stick so you can buy one. They're really good, aren't they? Yeah. Like I find it really useful. Like even like getting my phone and stuff off the shelf. Like we showed that in the video, but it's really useful for stuff like that. Yeah. Throughout your life, how has different people treat you because of your disability? It's different now to when I was at school. For example, at school, people treated me like they didn't really bully me, but they treated me different to like able-bodied people. It was kind of like we kind of had like the able-bodied people, and then a subsection of that would be the disabled people. Like I was never really included in with the able-bodied people. It was always I had disabled friends, and I always found it hard to make friends with able-bodied people. So how do you think we can make that better for people? So, like you said in a previous video, it's film and radio and media could help, or even stuff like this where you kind of like putting awareness out there for disabled people, and there needs to be some of that kind of. I want eventually. I want to hear the. I want the word disabled person to be like commonplace and not because if you hear the word disabled in like everyday life, in a film or something, it's kind of like a weird thing where I don't want that to be the case. You know what I mean? So what you're saying is that you want people to feel more comfortable when talking about disabled people. Yeah, definitely. So, what sorts of things besides like what sorts of things that are around now that help that happen, like that help bring awareness towards disability? I think the Paralympics is a good one, because previously we didn't really have Paralympics. I think it's only like in the last like 20 years or 30 years. It's I don't know the figure on that, but it's definitely not as old as the Olympics is. I think that kind of helps, but then kind of hurts it in a way, because that again is you have the Olympics and then the Paralympics. Like I don't know why it just can't be the Olympics with disabled and able-bodied people. Yeah, because that again, it's separating and it's having like sections. However, I don't know how that would work. Yeah. You can't have like a runner and a wheelchair person. No, there's like there does have to be, I suppose, a line. I mean, you can't have like you just said, and it's like with you have mainstream schools and you have special schools. I think there should be like a middle ground, like a school with like physically disabled people, and
like me, David.
yeah, and able-bodied people in the same school. Like, you should have a special school for and then this kind of other school, and then a mainstream school. Like, there should be a middle ground, because like it kind of like separates people, and I think that's kind of a big thing. Like, you don't want it to like separate when you create a sector in society. It kind of makes it unusual, kind of thing.
Yeah, so that was it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope we had a good talk. So I like Dave's Twitter will be here somewhere.
It's just at David_GameDev.
And the reason I say that is because he's an independent game developer, and he's well, do you want to?
Yeah, hopefully, I'm working towards making the first game with a disabled playable character. So if that's what you might be interested in, you can follow me on Twitter for updates.
Also, make sure you do subscribe over there. Again, it might land on David's head. And also watch another video here. I'll put the other disability talks that we did with Jordan last week there. I don't know how frequent these disability talks are going to be, but hopefully you like them nonetheless. But yeah, thanks for all the good feedback, and yeah, have a good one.